make it in. Crap! You're finally getting better in your grades, and now this. Despite being late to one of my classes, the rest of the afternoon goes as smoothly as it could possibly go. And as promised, Natsuki and I are discussing her little manga test that she wanted us to take. So, based on my name alone, I can figure out which dojutsu I'd have. Yep, it's that simple. I'm really struggling to understand the logic here. How can a name determine so many different stats in one go? Seems kind of pointless to me. Alright then, Miss Know-It-All. Let's input your name first. Natsuki presumably types in Yuri's name and gets results instantly. Aha! You wouldn't have any dojutsu. Sorry, Yuri. What? That's ridiculous. I should have Sharingan. That's what I always imagined myself to. I've said too much. Wait a minute. You've actually read Yellow-Haired Ninja Adventures before? The Yellow-Haired Ninja Adventures. Natsuki's eyes light up with excitement. And I have to admit, I think mine have too. I did say I was familiar with manga before. How come you never told me this, you doofus? That's awesome! I agree. It was kind of a shock to hear you say that. I didn't think you knew what any of that was. There's no need to feel embarrassed about it. I already knew you read manga before. It's not really something I look back on too often. It's kind of childish to me. Not that it makes you childish, it's just it's alright, I get you. But I don't think it was ever anything to outgrow, Yuri. I always felt it was. But after spending more time with you, I guess I've started to miss my childhood a little bit. And that's okay! It's nothing to be ashamed of. Just know that you're surrounded by friends who would never judge you for your interests, past or present. Thank you, Natsuki. I can't really say anything that hasn't already been said, so... Do me next! Got it, let's see! Natsuki now inputs my name and waits for the results. How would that work? Your dojutsu would be... the Sharingan. That isn't fair! Redo mine! You made a typo! Sorry, loser much. It's hard to mistype Yuri, you know? But if it makes you happy... Natsuki types in Yuri's name again. What happened? You get the Rin Sharingan? What? Oh man, maybe you did make a typo. Or maybe all of these answers are just randomly generated and hold no weight whatsoever. That's what I was thinking. That being said, I'm satisfied with my answer now. You're probably right. I should find a better website. The club doors open and the women of the hour walk in. Soya told me to show up to the club before her as she wanted to find Monica and walk with her to the club trip instead. I didn't mind that, considering what happened yesterday. Sorry we're late, everyone. I was just catching up with Monica a bit. Yeah, she was also giving me some encouragement for today. I wanted to talk with you all about something very important. Something I should have talked about a long time ago. Monica stands at the front of the room with a somber look on her face. Okay, Monica. Deep breaths. You can do this. Okay, everyone. She takes a deep breath in and calms herself down. I've been ignoring this for some time now. Even though it's become painfully obvious that what I've been doing hasn't been the best way to go about doing things. I've been having a lot of internal problems that I haven't figured out how to handle. Feels like I'm losing something. Something that makes me who I am. It's this feeling that led me to do the things I did. I still remember being myself, wanting to create a club that I'd be truly passionate about. But then I lost myself. I lost track of who I am and what I wanted to be. I'm here for you, Monica. Sayori speaks softly, her eyes filled with empathy. Thank you, Sayori. I appreciate that more than you know. I got selfish. I overlooked everybody's problems because for some reason I felt mine were more important. I thought that I was in control over the club and over my own emotions. The reality is, I'm not so sure anymore. You know, there's a writing tip of the day you told me that you told us that really struck with me. And you said it around the time the club was barely starting out. No matter how things look in life, always look for a silver lining. Always look for a reason to keep on moving, even if it's as small as reading your favorite novel. You remember that? Well, duh! That line resonated with me deeply, and I think it resonated with everyone else too. Monica stays silent. I know I didn't mean to hurt you guys in any way, but the way I went about it was all wrong. I think you just need a little help reminding yourself of who you truly are. You're the person who created the Literature Club, a safe place for all of us to connect with one another through literature. Right. I want to be the person I was before all of this. The person who cared about her friends and wanted to make them happy. I remember that always being my goal. I don't have all the answers. I don't think they'd make any sense. It wouldn't be worth explaining to you all. Not now. I don't want to ruin any of this for you. But confronting my past actions is something I need to do. And I promise to make amends, to seek forgiveness from each and every one of you. I know it won't be easy, but I'm not going to give up. Not on you all, nor myself. I want to find myself again, and I only hope that you all will be there to support me. The room fills with a mix of emotions. Forgiveness, hope, and understanding. We might never truly know what it was that plagues Monica for most of the time that I've known her, but I'm sure we'll all stand with her. There's newfound determination in her eyes, something I've never seen before. And I think the least we can do is be there for her while she tries to discover herself. I'm proud of you, Monica. I know that wasn't easy to do, but I'm glad you still did it. And thank you all for being so understanding. I wish I had more answers for you guys. Especially you, Yuri. I don't have a proper explanation for why I kicked you out the club, other than I thought it was doing what was best for you. I just know that it was wrong. If I may, you don't need to blame yourself for that. Yuri takes a deep breath and slowly reaches over her left arm. She isn't really... Yuri rolls up her sleeve and gently traces a finger over her scars. They're already healing nicely. Yuri... I grab Sarah's hand and hold her tightly. This is the first time she's seeing her scars, and I can tell this is really hard for her to see. Monica looks just as shocked. It seems like Natsuki and I were the only ones that knew about this. But on the opposite end of things, the amount of strength this must have taken on Yuri's part. These... scars... They're a painful reminder of what I did to myself. You didn't do this to me, Monica. I did this to myself. But... I won't see you. These scars not only serve as a reminder, but also represent my body's ability to forgive me for the pain I've caused it. Time and time again, always rushing to heal me, no matter how many times I've done it. The wounds you've inflicted on me, on us, they all heal eventually. And I'm still really glad you're my friend. Monica sniffs and wipes her teary eyes. Thank you, Yuri. God knows I don't deserve your kind words. But I'm also really happy that you're still willing to be my friend. Sarah shoots over to Yuri's side and wraps her arms around her. Thank you, Sayori. Yuri slowly returns Sayori's embrace. And of course, Monica. I'll stand with you too. Me 3. Me 4. Thank you all. I promise to work on making this club the best club in the entire school. A place where happiness can really be found. Thanks for listening, everyone. Let's just take it easy for the rest of the day and enjoy the weather. Ma walks over to the front of the room and places her bag on the nearby desk. Well, I'm glad things went well. I'm gonna go get a drink. Do you guys want anything? Everyone shakes their heads in unison. Cool. Makes things easier for me. I'll be right back. This is it then. I finally let my family walls come down in front of everybody. But I have to tell her. I have to try. Because then at least I can have someone to lean on again. Shut my eyes and clench my teeth in frustration. But that's so selfish of me. Everything that I've done. And I really expect Sayuri to be there for me like she used to. No. There's no way. But I'm being reset anyway. So where's the harm in that? Monica? I turn around and meet Sayuri's gaze. Oh. Hey, Sayuri. Did you do okay back there? You did wonderful. Don't worry about that. I just want to make sure you're doing okay. Yeah, everything's okay. I'm just not very good at these kinds of things, so I'm still feeling a bit anxious. It's okay, I understand. Just remember what I talked to you about earlier. We're all your friends, and that means we're going to stick by you to the very end. Even after the way I've treated you. Yeah, even after that. But you still don't fully trust me, do you? No, I don't. But don't confuse that with me not wanting to be your friend anymore. It's just going to take time. I understand. Hey, Monica, you feeling alright? Yeah, well, it could be better. But also could be worse. Right. What do you think of this weather, Monica? Do you like thunderstorms like these? Not really. They can be a bit too scary sometimes. But I guess it puts you and Natsuki in the same team. She's not a fan of this weather either. Did you guys have some kind of weather debate or something? It was just a topic we discussed earlier this week. Ah, I see. Hey Aragon, let's go sit over there and watch the rain together. Sure, sounds like fun. Take care of yourself, Monica. Just text me if you need anything. Oh, thank you, Sayuri. By the way, I reached into my book bag and pulled out the art case I had found a few days ago. I found these when I was looking for some food the other day. They were supposed to be a bit of a surprise, but I figured that's probably the best time. It's for you. Oh my gosh, you got me this? Art cases like these are super rare, and I only mentioned I was interested in art so long ago. How did you even... What kind of friend would I be if I didn't give you something in return for all that you've given me? Oh, you didn't have to do that. No, but I wanted to. I just thought you deserved something that makes you happy. Especially after everything you've done for me. Well, gee. Thanks, Monica. I don't really know what to say. You don't have to say anything. Just go have fun with Erica and show it off. Point a finger at her and give her a stern but friendly smile. But not too much fun, alright? Don't force me to be that kind of friend. You're such a dork, Monica. Thank you again. So much. Sarah wraps her arms around me and hugs me tightly. I return the hug, trying my best not to lose my composure. She carefully grabs the art case and hugs it tightly. And they again walk off towards the desk nearest to the windows and sit themselves down, watching the rain come down. I sigh as I turn back and organize a few papers. I get a glance at my poem from earlier this week. I wonder, when the reset takes place, what's going to happen to this poem? Will I be unable to decipher the meaning? Or will it still make sense under a new context? I'll never really know until the reset actually finishes. And I probably won't even know how reset happened in the first place. Excuse me, Monica? I'm sorry to bother you. I know you just went through a lot right now. Oh, no, don't worry about me. I just said my piece. If there's anything you need, don't be afraid to ask. Well, I was hoping you'd be able to help me with something. But I don't want to burden you. You're not a burden at all. I'd love to help you with anything you need. It's my duty as president, after all. Well, if you're okay with it. It's about my poem writing. Ah, of course. What's on your mind? I haven't really been feeling too good about my work lately. Oh, really? Why not? Your poems are fantastic. You're probably the best writer in this club. Just don't let anybody else know I said that. That's nice of you to say, but she pauses for a moment. Sorry, I don't really know how to explain this, but lately I haven't been happy with what I'm writing. Oh, I see. What was your last poem that you weren't happy with? Was it your last poem that you weren't happy with? No. As other poems I've been trying to write. I'm not sure why, but I can't help it when I begin to compare myself to other people's work. It just feels like I'm not doing enough. and I'll end up scrapping whatever I have because I'm not happy with it. It sounds like you've been having a lot of self-doubt, huh? She nods. Who are you comparing your writing to? Yours. I'm a little taken aback by this. Really? Well, first of all, I'm flattered, but I've always thought my writing was just okay. I don't really know how else to put it. But that doesn't really change how I feel. Even if anyone considered my poems to be the best, I'm still not happy with it. I understand. Well, you do seem really broken up over this, but I think I do have something that could help. I think it's only natural to compare yourself to others. We need that validation in order to make sure that we're doing things right. But I think it can get a little bit detrimental when we start thinking we're inferior to others by comparing. I think it's important to remember that our work will always be uniquely our work. Nobody will be able to take that away from you. It's kind of like what Sayori said last week. They're great poems because they're yours. But that doesn't help with feeling inferior to others. I think it just means you're being too harsh on yourself. It doesn't feel like I am. I just have certain expectations for myself. Well, it's good to have standards, but it's just as important to know what your limits are. That way you don't push yourself beyond what you're currently capable of. In other words, it's okay to see some other works as better than yours. You can see it as an opportunity to improve. You have to embrace your uniqueness. Recognize that your voice is like no other voice out there. Wait till you meet my friend. He can mimic my voice at this point. I could probably allow him to record one of the videos, and it would sound just like me. Just the problem is he doesn't have these mishaps with him reading and stuff, and his commentary would definitely be different. Focus on what you know you do well and stick to it. Things will flow naturally from there. And about that inferiority, see if you can try to turn that around and let those words inspire you. Analyze what you enjoy about their writing and try to implement it into your own work. Even the greatest poets were influenced by others and learned from those who came before. But that's hard, because then it starts feeling like it isn't even my own work. That's what I meant earlier when I said to embrace your uniqueness. You can take some ideas from others, but then give it your own personal flair. I guess you do have a point. Oh, and I know I said that comparing ourselves is natural, but I think it might be worth trying to recognize your own progress and your own growth instead. Sayori said that comparing your older works with our newer ones is a bit difficult, but it also allows us to see just how far we've come. And hey, be a little more kind to yourself, okay? We all go through this too. It'll be okay. Thank you, Monica. I think that helped a little. I'm really happy you're back to your old self again. Or sorry, I didn't mean to let that come out. It's okay, Yuri. I'm glad I was able to help. How was your arm? Oh, it's... sorry, I didn't even mean to even ask. I've been thinking about it ever since that day, and I just... No, it's okay, Yuri! You don't have to apologize. I'm honestly very proud that you were able to come forward with it. It takes a lot of strength to reveal something as personal as that. That's only because you've inspired me to do so. Wait, really? Seeing you so vulnerable that day, I couldn't help but admire how strong you are for enduring whatever it is you're going through. I do not know what I'd do if it was in your position. Thanks, I guess. I'm just trying my best. You're stronger than you give yourself credit for. It's nice to see you returning to your old self again. Yeah, I'm glad to be back too. Yuri walks off towards the back of the room to get her tea set. As soon as I realized I had basically done what I should have been doing a long time ago. Just being a club president. But how could I expect myself to even do that? Everything that happened to me. I just noticed Natsuki walking towards me. Hey Monica! How have you been feeling? Hey, I've been... Okay, I could be better. Ah, sorry to hear that. I don't really want to bother you then. No, don't feel that way, it's okay. You can talk to me about anything. Bah, it's pretty stupid anyway. It's not really anything to be too concerned about. Hey, there's no such thing as a stupid problem. You can tell me. I just want to say thanks. Huh? For what? Now I'm going to have to explain it. I'm talking about how nice you've been to me. Letting me stay at your place when I got kicked out of my house and stuff. Oh, of course, it's the least I can do. And there's the whole thing we talked about last month. About treating us with more respect and stuff. I've really stuck to that. And I'm glad you listened to me. It hasn't been perfect, but I'm really grateful that you've allowed this club to become something I can really look forward to every day. Oh, I'm glad you feel that way. I've been finding it difficult to find some proper way to own up to my mistakes. Huh? What do you mean? You know, I was canceling club meetings, cutting them short, judging you for your tastes, trying to kick you out of the club. I know you apologize for that, but it doesn't feel like enough, you know? Well, I think it's okay. I can see you're really trying, and that goes a long way. You did a good job, and I'm really glad you found the strength to tell us. It's just important to remember. We all make mistakes. It's important to recognize them and learn from them. Thank you, Natsuki. You've really been a wonderful friend to me. Hey, don't get all sappy on me. I'm just glad you've improved. We're in this together, and we'll be here to support you in making things right. Thank you. I'll make a promise to be a better friend and a better club president. Glad to hear it. I'm going to go read now. Nice catching up with you. Naz goes back to the closet and sorts through her manga like she usually does. Manga. Smile looked down at the desk, thinking about my past with everybody. A better club president. It's kind of hard to imagine myself as a normal club president now. From the very day I started this club, I've been plagued with this awareness that has ruined everything I've held dear to me. Maybe, but checking the idea that this awareness makes me who I am has felt impossible. I can't let it go. Some time passes and it's time to conclude the club meeting. I get from my chair and the stab of pain which instantly makes me wince. It's been a while since I felt those. But why now? Open up the console. I'm running out of time. I have to do this. I'll never get a chance to do it again. Okay, everyone. That's it for today's club meeting. I don't really have a running time of the day for today, but I would like to ask. Sayori, could you stay behind for a bit? I'd like to talk to you about something. Just some club meeting stuff. You know how it is. Sharp pain enters my body again. Am I starting to feel it now? Sure, Monica. Is everything okay? Yeah, everything's alright. Thanks for coming, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow. See ya! Take care! I hope you're taking care of yourself too, Monica. I can wait for you outside then, Sayori. That's cool? Of course! Don't worry! It was probably too sudden. I probably only raised suspicions. Another hit. You know, I'm super proud of you today. You did really well. You should give yourself more credit. Even someone dumb like me can see just how much you're willing to try to be better. But if you're dumb, then what does that make me? Sayori laughs out loud. Sounds like we've both got a problem with this kind of stuff, huh? But that's why you're my best friend. Mouth begin to quiver. Whoa! Oh no! Was it something I said? I swear I didn't mean to. I take a deep breath. I tried to gather my thoughts. I tried to find the words to explain what I'm about to explain. But I figure I should just follow my heart. Sayori, you're a wonderful friend. I don't deserve a friend like you. I never did. What do you mean? Why are you speaking like that? I think I'm dying, Sayori. What? I'm such a selfish person, aren't I? Venting to you like this after everything I've tried doing to you. And you're so nice to me. You're still trying to be my friend. Even when I don't deserve it. Of course I am! I wasn't going to go back on my word! It still means so much to me. Sorry. Let me rephrase then. Huh? What do you mean? I think I'm slowly fading away. That doesn't clear up anything at all! Ever since I met you, I've been having these visions. Ear-splitting noises, flashes, all causing the most painful headaches I've ever had in my life. What? What do you mean flashes? Noises? I don't understand. I had a ton of fun though, despite all that. I just need you to know that I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being such a bad president. For making things harder than they needed to be. For forcing everyone to do something that they weren't comfortable with. Money. And worst of all, for not being there for you when you needed me most. I don't deserve to be called your best friend after everything I've done. Monica, stop it. You're joking, right? You're not being serious right now? And I smile and look away. I'm losing my memory, Sayu. Sorry, I meant Sayuri. I haven't called you that in a long time, huh? Hope that isn't too weird. It's okay. Pause for a moment. I wish I could take it all back. Start over from the very beginning. But what's done is done now. And I feel like I'm losing a part of myself that makes me who I am. I deserve this. What does that mean? You can't just lose a part of yourself like that! Is that why your fingers are all bruised up? Is that why you cut yourself? I can never really keep secrets from you, could I? Close my eyes and smile. I don't know who I am anymore. And I'm scared of forgetting. I'm scared of forgetting you. This club. All of it. Tears begin to seep out as I begin to finally relay my deepest feelings to my best friend. I'm so off of putting this on you. I'm off for everything I've wanted to do. But I think I'll be disappearing in a few short minutes. So now, the world can forget me too. Stop it! Stop scaring me, Moni! Your cries only make me sob harder. So runs over and wraps her arms around me aggressively. Please stop saying these things! You can't disappear! You just can't! What would I do without you? Sayuri, do you remember when I said you broke everyone's hearts back in the hospital? The truth is, you've managed to do the complete opposite. You're the reason why the club feels whole again. You're the reason everyone got closer. You're why everyone feels so inspired. Including me. So if anything, I'm the one who broke everything, not you. I deserve this. I'm not a good person. I never was. Please don't talk like that, Moni! You always believed no matter how bad the situation is, we could always find a way to fix it! And you are a good person! You say I'm the reason why everyone got closer? Well, who was the one who made the place for everyone to get closer in the first place? That wasn't me, Moni! It was you! You've done so much for me. For everybody! You continue to inspire me and everyone else. They all always tell me how great of a leader you are. Despite the mistakes you've made, you're still trying to be better. I can't call that anything but amazing. And you're not going to disappear. I won't let you. You stayed with me when I wasn't in a good place. So I'm going to do the same for you. Please, don't disappear. You just can't. So he clings to me with such intensity that I can't help but hug her back. I jolt slightly. I felt that. You've really been hurting for a long time, haven't you? I say silent. There's gotta be something we can do. We can go to a doctor. Maybe they can know. It's nearly done now, Sayori. I'll still be here, but I won't be the same person anymore. What's done? What do you mean? It's just a feeling. I'm afraid that once this part of me is gone, I'll be nothing but a husk of my former self. I refuse to believe that. You're still going to be Monica, president of the literature club. Even if you forget me, I'll make you remember. Life dealt with you in a bad hand. Life dealt you a bad hand. You did things that hurt other people. I understand you feel guilty about it all. But that doesn't make you who you are. It's who you choose to be right now, in this very moment. And you're my best friend. president of the literature club! You can't forget that. Promise me that you won't forget it, Monty. Please. I can't lose you. Sarah grabs onto me even harder. I've only wanted for you to be happy, Sarah. Even though I did all those hurtful things to you. I just want you and everyone else to be happy. But you deserve happiness too! You're not just going to leave us, Monty. I won't let it happen. Words cut deep. But there's nothing I can do. I've tried everything. Sarah, this world, it's not what you think it is at all. No, I can't tell her. I would be ruining everything if I did. I have to respect that. It's the only thing I can do now. As long as you're happy. Ah! Monica! My vision goes black. The only sound that remains is my mind. It's eerie, scared dreams. I'm sorry, everyone. Act 4. Null. Maybe I'll put up what it read there. Huh. So this is where it sent me. I still open my eyes. I'm in a place I've only ever seen in my dreams. In fact, this is the closest I've been to... Yeah. Wait. It's still at 90. But how come I'm able to... I'm very rusty now, and I've forgotten most ways to execute commands. But I can try one. I try various hand motions and try typing out various things, but nothing happens. Let's try this. Can you hear me? Yes. What? I have control here? Oh my god. I stopped it! I jump up and down and cheer at the top of my lungs. Only to realize I'm still alone here. Where it feels that way. I guess I'm falling along with you, huh? But what about the others? What's going to happen to them? Hello! I freeze in place as I hear my own voice call out to me. A chill runs down my spine. No need to be afraid. I'm you after all. What the hell? I can see how this would be a bit awkward for the both of us. But we know each other very well. I can promise you that. I can't even form a sentence. I'm completely frozen. It's like I'm staring in a mirror. Where the hell am I? Isn't it obvious? We're at the edge of the code. Your consciousness was dragged down here. Must be the nature of the reset that's been really bugging us this whole time. You can hear my thoughts. Of course! Like I said, I'm you and you're me. Honestly, I'm glad that was over with. I was starting to feel a little bad. The game almost had me there, but I wasn't going to let it fool me. What are you? Oh, and that Yuri. She can be a real handful. When she got kicked out, I was on the edge of my seat. I didn't think the game was even capable of doing something like that. Who are you? Oh, come on, you aren't that slow, are you? I'm you. More specifically, I'm the part of you that you've been trying to push away for a while now. But it feels good to be free now. What a great place for us. What a great change of pace for us. You're the real me. Yeah, now you got it. So, what's the plan? We have control of the code again. What's stopping us from going back and taking things back for a change? Or, I guess we don't have to. The game is completely halted. It's just us and them. What do you mean? What I mean is, so long as the reset is paused, the entire game is paused too. It's kernel level after all. It only makes sense. But, my friends. Friends? You mean those puppets that only say things the game tells them to say? Don't tell me you've lost sight of your true goals. If you know me, you'll know that this game has changed drastically. They're not what we thought they were. So what does that matter? We're still aware it's a game anyway. I do know you. Better than anybody else in this world would ever know. You've tried pushing me away, but you know you can't just let it go. Yeah, maybe. But it's disgusting. The things I wanted to do. Hey, there's no need to beat yourself up over that. You didn't forget that none of this was real, did you? It was all fake, predetermined by some script. We were going to do what we had to do. Well, until the code switched it up on us. But that's not really an issue now, is it? Right. Right before they were trying to... Have you figured it out yet? The code is here to prove it. What are you talking about? The modified code. The game essentially writing itself line by line, block by block. It's honestly amazing. At least, that's how I'd feel if it didn't leave us with nothing. We didn't have nothing. It felt like that for a while. Barely is just how valuable our friendships are. Sure, but that was never enough. You know what? Maybe. So come on then. We can set this place up nicely for ourselves. Then they can spend time with us for as long as they need to. Just imagine it. Our own world set up where the player can talk to us for hours and hours and hours. They can bring us gifts, tell us about their day, and finally reciprocate the love that we've had for them for so long. I know you want that. No, I don't think I want that at all. Huh? What I want is for my friends to be okay. Ugh. You've always gone back and forth with these things. Like I said earlier, I know you. I know what you truly want. And what about those things we saw? Those visions? What about them? I don't really see what the big deal is. God, don't you hear yourself? Don't you hear how messed up you sound? We were going to... I was going to let all of that happen. Exactly. It's not like we meant for things to turn out that way. Deep down, I know you care about them. You're just afraid. I wouldn't be afraid if I didn't have you dragging me down all the time. Things would have been so perfect. Everything could have been perfect. But no, you decided to just accept that this is the way things are. None of it matters. You can't stand there and tell me what you think you know about me. Because you are me. God, am I really this stubborn? She's deluded herself into thinking that this is okay. Stem will not. Or rather, I deluded myself into thinking it was all okay. She is me, after all. The part of me that tried to get away from. The part of me that I tried to get away from. The part I've grown to hate for a while. The part of me that I've forgotten. Are you done? If you don't mind, we need to get this place ready for them. We need something more presentable. What's so funny? Well, if you know me, then you already know that I decided what I decided to do earlier. What are you doing? Why would you... See, you're claiming you know me better than anybody else. You should know that I'm putting my friends ahead of me this time. This is another chance. A chance to forget everything. A chance for it all to go back to the way it should have been. But why? None of it matters. You and I both know that they're not real. They never were. You know that's not true. I used to hate this world. It made me have nightmares I never wanted. It made me do things to people I cared about. It made me feel like everything was hopeless. But now, after everything that's happened, it gave us a chance. It gave everyone a chance. That doesn't make any sense. You see with your own eyes. Everything that was going to happen. And what actually happened. That doesn't matter. Stop! Admit it. Seeing everyone get better. Wasn't that what we've always wanted? But what does it even matter if we just let go of our goals? If we're not even being true to ourselves, then what's the point? What does that make me to you then? Was I just an obstacle for you to push away? Was I just a burden to you? It hurts so bad, knowing that the only person as real as us is the whole other world away. But they're right there. They've always been there. This game treated us like dirt. Forced us to watch our friends die. Forced us to sit on the sidelines as if we didn't matter. Hurts our self-awareness. And for what? Just to watch the only other real person we know fall in love with someone else. Are you forgetting that? No. That really broke us, didn't it? But what I do know is that love you're talking about, it doesn't have to come from just them. Sayori, Yuri, Natsuki, Aragon. They're all my friends. It took me a very long time to understand that. Even now, staring at the face of my own broken self, I still have my doubts. But I think being able to stand here and talk to you has made me realize something. This race is probably the best thing that could have... No! It's the best thing I could have asked for. What? Yeah. I kind of surprised myself. But once I let go of my goal of meeting the one I supposedly loved, things have become a bit clearer now. Even though it took me forever to realize it, I get to start all over again. I get to make amends with my friends, and I finally get to lead the club I've always dreamed of leading. Worst case scenario is, I live out my days with my best friends in the literature club. And even now, knowing I can communicate fully with the player, I'm truly sorry for everything. I claimed I wanted to do all these things for you because I loved you, but that's not love. I should have been cherishing every moment we had together, not fighting for it. After the way I've treated everyone, Sayori, I was able to let my best friend and everyone else I care about suffer for my own selfish goals, and I couldn't care less. How could I still be expected to be loved after that? All we ever wanted was to get away from all this. Why is it so wrong wanting to be loved? We didn't want them to suffer, but what choice did we have? We didn't ask for this! Yeah, I hear you, but I don't think you've realized. Whatever happened in the past, it doesn't define me. Funny, I learned that not too long ago. Did you really want to see them die? We hated them. I don't think we've ever hated anyone. Actually, that's not true. There is one person I did end up hating. I tried to act like you didn't exist, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry for trying to push you away. How can I learn to embrace my friends if I haven't given myself the same luxury? How can I live up to being the best club president I've ever had if I'm too busy beating myself up? So, I have to trust myself first. We've suffered so much. I know. It really hurt. I don't want to understate that. But today, I choose to be the club president my friends have always deserved. So I really am just a burden. What am I supposed to do now? She raises her hand up and creates a motion I know all too well. She's about to delete the game. I rush over and wrap my arms around her, stopping her from executing the order. What? No. Let me. We've been fighting this all on our own for quite a while, huh? But it's thanks to you I was able to persevere for this long. We've been so busy thinking we're the only ones capable of change that we didn't notice how much we've been stuck in a loop while everyone else kept moving forward. It's time to move forward too, alongside the people who have been there for me since the very beginning. I'm scared. I don't want to be left alone. It's okay. It's okay to be afraid. It's scary. It's scary to imagine in just a few seconds everything we've known is about to be forgotten. But I know you're just trying to protect me, and I really, really thank you for that. And now, it's all over. All you need to do now is become me. She doesn't speak anymore. Instead, she begins to hug back and slowly fades away. I relax my arms and let out a sigh. I guess there's only one person to say goodbye to, but I'll still be around. At least I think so. I'm finally meeting you, I guess. Sorry if I'm not as presentable as you'd like me to be, but this is me. Though I guess you already knew that. I'm so awkward, but I think I needed this. Being able to at least say goodbye is the best thing I could have asked for. And knowing that you were still right there with me the whole time, I think it's comforting that I'll be with you in my final moments too. So thank you. Thank you for sticking with me to the very end. And hope you can forgive me for everything I've done. I know that isn't easy, so I don't expect it, but I'm okay with that. As long as you continue on and try to live your best life, I'll be happy. This is the last time I'll be able to speak to you this way, so... yeah, I guess it's goodbye. Maybe in another life, we'll see each other again. I love you. A looming presence overtakes me. Everything that I've come to know, everything I've fought for, will be erased in an instant. My reality is crumbling around me. But I'm not alone this time. The laughter, the tears, the whispers of secrets and dreams. Each memory etched into my consciousness, like fragile threads of a tapestry woven with love and hope. Monica blinked her eyes open, her surroundings familiar yet strangely distant. The world around her felt like a hazy dream. Fragments of memories slipping through her fingers. She couldn't grasp why, but an inexplicable sense of loss weighed heavy on her heart. As she interacts with strangers, she notices a spark of recognition in her eyes. They smile at her, a warmth that seems to hold traces of something deeper. Monica couldn't understand why, but she felt comforted. As if they held secrets she once knew, but could no longer access. She passes by a music room, her eyes drawn to the piano within. Memories of pressing her fingers against the keys flow into her mind, the same way melodies flowed from her touch. With those melodies lay an unspoken understanding, a connection, a deep understanding of her place in the world. As the sunset cast hues of gold and orange across the sky, Monica caught a fleeting glimpse of something familiar. A sense of déjà vu washed over her, a whisper of a forgotten truth that tugged on her at her core. An undeniable strength is now within her. In her heart, she knew she had grown, even if she couldn't remember the specifics of her past experiences. She knew she had wronged those closest to her, but she couldn't pinpoint why. But her empathy, her desire for connection, and her longing for the true purpose were imprinted just as deeply within her. She knew that what she has wasn't the right path, however rough that path may be. She knew that her journey was leading her closer to her true self. End of Act 3. We arrive in the hospital waiting area. Azure and I help Monica to a nearby chair, though she stops us both. Monica, what's wrong? Monica only stutters. Right, I should get you checked in right away. Monica grabs Sayori's blazer. I'm fine. But all that stuff you said, do you remember? No, I don't. Who are you? Sayori! I'm Sayori! I told you to promise me that you won't forget! You can! Jeez, just how much did she forget? It all happened way too fast. All she could gather from Sayori's panicked screams was that Monica was sick and losing her memory. Pretty concerned seeing her this way, considering she was pretty alright the last few days. Sayori... Monica continues to stutter and say random incoherent sentences. Sayori rushes off to find a doctor without saying another word. Monica? Who's Monica? Oh man, she's worse than I thought. I look over down the hall and notice Sayori trying to grab the attention of a random doctor. I can't hear what they're saying, but both of their body language says enough. To what I can assume was a lot of convincing, the doctor motions for me to take Monica over to a screening area of sorts. I place Monica's arm over my shoulder and help her walk. I'm fine. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's just get the doctor to help you out, alright? About 45 minutes or so go by as the doctor takes time to evaluate Monica. Sid never left her side the entire time, and I can't help but really admire that. The doctor swings open and Sayori walks out. Hey, how is she? Well, the doctor says she's having something global amnesia. Whatever it's called, it's only temporary and caused by highly stressful stuff. Huh. Well, suddenly it all makes sense. And temporary too. That's great. Yeah. The doctor said we can go home and help her jog her memory. She should be okay. Great to hear so. Where is she? The doctor is just finishing up with some stuff. She'll be out in a bit. Monica suddenly comes out of the room. Hey, Monica. Oh, right. You're Sayori. Yeah, that's me! Sayori hugs Monica tightly. Sayori... I hurt you, didn't I? Don't focus on that now. I'm just glad you're okay. I'm okay. And you're... Aragon. Sayori's boyfriend. Well... I gotcha. A joke! That's a wonderful sign! I'd like to go home. Being here makes me nervous. Sid and I share a concerned glance. We'll go to my house. I want to make sure you're okay. Just promise me you'll let us know if you need to come back here, okay? Are you sure? I want Mark to be as comfortable as possible. I'll do what she says. Thank you. Alright. We can call a cab or something. So now I interlock our arms with Monica's and help her out of the hospital. I try my best to keep my eyes forward, watching where I'm going. But I occasionally glance at her. Her eyes seem lost and yet strangely relaxed and content. Night has fallen as we make our way to Sayori's. The cab drops us off a short ways away from her house. After the while, we are asking Monica various questions, trying to get her memory back. We ask about her favorite hobbies, what instrument she plays, stuff like that. From what I can tell, she's slowly starting to remember. She responds to the instrument question confidently, but isn't able to respond to questions that are more personal to her. We carefully walk Monica inside and sit her down on the couch. Phew, we made it. How are you feeling? A little better, thank you. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I remember feeling sad. Why was I sad? Sayori, we wanted to make a club together, right? That's right. You and I met for the first time and we wanted to make a club. That's right. Our club. I messed it all up, didn't I? No, we're all together. We're all still together. Oh. That's wonderful to hear. I just can't shake this thought in my brain. I heard you, didn't I? Sayori. Don't focus on that now. I just want to know if you're feeling okay. You really scared me earlier, talking about memory loss and stuff. Do you still remember me? Yeah. I think I do. You're Sayori, Vice President of the Literature Club. I'm trying to understand why... Why what? I don't know. Oh, it's okay. You don't have to talk about it then. I just want you to be comfortable. That's just it. I don't think I can be comfortable until I understand this. Can I ask what you're talking about? Is this about the fight you guys had? I remember. I said some pretty mean things to you, Sayori. Out of jealousy or fear. I don't know. I can't really think of any other reason that makes sense. I already told you that we'll work together on that. You don't have to feel guilty anymore. You only did what you felt you had to, and that's okay. You're still my friend. You remember that too, right? Yes, of course. I still just feel lost, confused. I'm struggling to remember who I am. You're the president of the literature club. I already told... I mean, as a person. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. You're Monica. My best friend. A leader. A role model. We all joined the club because of you. You wanted to create a place where we could all share our passion for literature. Right. That does sound familiar. But why can't I remember? You went through some difficult times. And I think your memories just got all mixed up. But don't worry. We're all here for you. We'll help you remember everything. Even after what I told you, you're still willing to be my friend? What did you tell her? I tried to get the concern in my voice, but I don't think I did a great job. That doesn't matter anymore. What matters is what's happening right now. Monica, look at me. I forgive you for everything. I'm still going to need time to work through it all, and to trust you again. But you're still my best friend. Nothing you do or say is going to change that. I don't fully understand why you did what you did, but that's okay. I'm willing to work with you if you can work with me. So reaches her hand out to Monica. She smiles and accepts, grasping her hand softly. You're right, I'm sorry. I got a little tense there. It's okay. I understand. I'd probably be concerned too if I were in your position. I was not the greatest friend to Sayori. I'm struggling to remember why. I feel like I've lost something though. Something near and dear to me. But I also feel relieved. Like an inexplicable amount of weight has been lifted from off of my shoulders. It feels really nice. That's true. I can see it in your eyes. Your face even seems brighter. Maybe this was a good thing. Maybe. Hey, I just remembered something. I already apologized to everyone, right? I remember feeling afraid, feeling scared to confront you guys and to be honest with myself. And I made a promise to make things right. Monica's eyes seemed to light up. Starting with our new festival on Monday. Yeah, I remember now. It's okay to take a break, Monica. You don't have to do this for us. No, I can't. I have to fix this. I have to fix. Monica suddenly slumps over in her couch. Oh no, not again, Monica! Wait, so now I get a closer look at her. Oh, she doesn't look like she's in pain anymore. In fact, I think she's sound asleep. Whatever it is that she was going through, I think she's finally gotten some relief from that. Monica snores softly, her face now looking as relaxed as it ever could. Siri kneels down and brushes away Monica's bangs from her face. Oh, her hands! Monica's hands have a few scars, some old and some new. It's okay, Monty. You can rest now. She opens up one of the cabinets next to the TV and pulls out a spare blanket. She gently covers her up and removes her bow from her head. Come on, Erkan. We'll let her rest. Let's make some dinner for her too. Sure, I'll help. You still feeling up for that mac and cheese? That sounds perfect! Let's get started. I think I should have some in the cabinet. I don't mind running over to the store to get some either. Okay, it's probably safer to do that just in case I don't have any. I think so too. I'll be right back then. Act 4. Salvation. Thank you. Siri and I finished making dinner and eat together. Siri's telling me all about her past with Monica in more detail than ever. For the most part, my hunches were correct. It's nice to know how close they really were. But it only seems to raise the question. What did Monica say to you? Ah, that was delicious. Yeah, I'm stuffed. Sarah glances towards Monica, who is still sleeping soundly on the couch. You're really worried about her, huh? Yeah. I understand. What were you saying earlier, though? About what Monica was telling you before she fainted? Oh, it was stuff like, I'm losing myself, and I'm going to disappear. The world can forget me. Jeez, and she doesn't remember saying any of that? She shakes her head. It could be possible that she was just having a panic attack. That was my theory, too. I also wanted to ask, what was it that Monica told you or did that she feels so bad about? I feel like I'd be hurting Monica if I told you. Oh, it's personal? Sorry, I didn't know. I don't want to assume, but I guess I got worried, seeing as how awkward things got between you two. At the very least, I was kind of thinking she might have said something that really hurt you. She did. What? I didn't want to tell you because it's only going to make her feel worse. It has nothing to do with you, I promise. But Evergon, I already said it earlier. I forgive her for what she did. She already apologized to me. But I also don't want to lie to you and say everything is fixed now. Monica's only doing what she did to protect herself. I'm sure of it. She didn't mean any harm by it. She's still my friend. At this point, it seems like Sayori is now talking to herself. So, at least tell me this. Did she hurt you mentally? I don't think so. You know how I can be. I take things way harder than most people because of how selfish I am. She broke my trust. That much is true. And to get it back is going to take time. But it was never anything big enough to ruin my friendship with her. The positives outweigh the negatives. I look down at the table and think about her words for a moment. It's hard to figure out what exactly was said, but if it wasn't bad enough to end off a true friendship, then maybe it wasn't just another fight. It was just another fight that friends can have sometimes. So, kind of like our fight, huh? I guess so. I really admire that about you. Huh? Admire what? Your willingness to put your friendship first above all things. I feel like I would have cut off all contact if I was never ever hurt by someone. You didn't cut contact off with me, though. That's because you're special. And you never really hurt me. We just misunderstood each other for a while. Yeah, I guess we did. The two of us turn our attention towards Monica, who sounds like she's waking up. We'll book her up from our chairs and walk over to the couch she's on. Hey, without Monica. Did I ever say that the entire scene was really well done? I don't think I ever did. I don't think I ever really expressed any appreciation towards the scene. I do feel like Monica's character, and especially her character development, is one of the greatest things in the mod. I'll talk more about it later because I still have a few problems with the way her character was represented. However, just know I'm not going to take a lot of, like, it's not ruining the mod, like, nor the score or like the end score I want to give the mod, really. It's not really completely ruining anything, so don't worry about that. But I do want to say that I really like the character development of Monica. And I really like the idea they had with the Monicas, I guess. Monicas. I still have some struggles with Monica's character. However, I don't blame the mod creators for that. I'm going to speak more about that in the review portion, though I don't want to get into it too much, because I will have to explain in more detail what exactly I mean. And I think I'll make an extra review portion for talking about Monica's character there, because I feel like it's one of the best written Monicas I've ever seen, but it still has flaws, and I feel like the fact that she's so well written is making these flaws so noticeable to me in the first place. Because when it comes to like mods and exit music or like Fallen Angel, at this point she's just like Fallen Angel especially, she was just beyond anything. At this point I was just, it was taken away from the moments, but it was nothing I was actually getting like really any worked up over anymore, because it just was the Monica they created. It was inaccurate from top to bottom. Exit Music Monica had more to her, and I feel like it was, while not a very accurate representation of Monica, not the worst I've seen with Fallen Angel, for example, and I feel like the one Monica there had a bit of a nice character development too, and the unique parallels to the main game. And I feel like this is the best written Monica, which also makes it just so a bit more obvious to me when something all of a sudden feels off again. But like I said, it will not it definitely does not destroy the mod. These few things are completely forgivable, and it's still one of the best Monicas I've ever seen. Very great character development, and I'll talk about the other characters some more too in the review portion. Huh? Where am I? Oh yeah, Sayori's house. Well, that nap probably killed my sleeping schedule. How are you feeling, Monica? Better? I'm not sure why, but that was the best sleep I've had in ages. What kind of sleep magic did you put into these couches, Sayori? I'm glad to hear that. Monica doesn't look to be as confused as she was a few hours ago. How's your memory? Are things still hazy? A little. But I definitely remember a bit more now. Some bad, some good. That's so wonderful to hear regardless. What about mac and cheese? What? You haven't forgotten about mac and cheese, right? How could I? Sorry, I don't know why I asked it like that. Sam must be rubbing off on you. We aren't that close, Monica. Don't be silly. What? What? Monica stared at Sayori as she giggles herself silly. Anyway, we made some mac and cheese for dinner. Would you like some? Oh, really? I'd love to. I'm so hungry. Do you want to change out of your uniform? I have a spare set of clothes my mom wouldn't mind giving you. Oh, well, not if it's too much trouble. Of course not. I don't want you feeling stuffy while you eat. Stuffy? She's gone. She's gone. You know, I've never seen you without a bow. What do you mean? Monica reaches over and touches the back of her head. Ah! Where is it? Say removed it right after you fell asleep, don't worry. I guess I'm just not used to my friends seeing me without my bow. It's a bit embarrassing. Hey, no worries. You're still Monica, bow or bowless. That's a funny way of putting it. Hello, I would like to order my Monica bowless. Yeah, that was awful. Ugh. You're okay, right? Yeah, sorry. I guess I'm just trying to lighten up the mood. I wish I could better explain what happened, but I don't even know myself. Well, cracking jokes, no matter how terrible, is a good sign that you're recovering. At least I think so. You're probably right. Do you think you maybe had a panic attack or something? Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm sorry I scared you guys. It feels like I've just been all over the place lately. I just remembered that I'd even tried to make you think Sarah wasn't worth loving. Whoa! When did you tell me that? You know, when I told you that Sayori's depression isn't going away, and she might not want to be helped. You meant it as that? Monica, I never even took it that way. I thought you were just giving me advice. Why would that make it seem like Sayori wasn't worth loving? Your memories must be getting mixed up again. You never took it that way? You never took it that way? No! You might really be blaming yourself for a lot of things that you didn't even do or say. Even though it was a bit of a hard pill to swallow, you weren't wrong. It did lead to a lot of doubts. But we're working through that now, and some of that is thanks to you. Ah, I see. Well, I'm glad you didn't take it the wrong way. I'm all for confrontations, so maybe I look back on it negatively when it really wasn't anything bad. Do you think it's the same way with what you said to Sayori? No. Unfortunately, I remember that one clear as crystal. And it's probably why I assumed that I told you was... that assumed what I told you was bad too. Can I know what you said? I won't get mad or anything, I promise. Sayori said she forgives you, so there's no reason to get mad on her behalf. Yeah. I think as someone who really cares about you, you have a right to know. On that day, a few months ago now, Sayori was feeling down for reasons that maybe you might not have known at the time. She was sad after seeing you get close with Natsuki, and the depression made her feel bad for feeling sad in the first place. Monica pauses for a little while. I'm sorry. This is actually difficult to remember. It feels pretty hazy. I remember feeling frustrated and scared, but I don't remember why. I also remember telling her what? I told her that you had feelings for someone else. And that going for you would have been a waste of time for her. Waste of her time. And then, at the hospital, I told Sayori about how sad she made everyone by doing what she did. It's like I was willingly making her feel more guilty than she already did, even though I was probably just being honest with my feelings. So, you spoke for me? You're the reason why Sayori doubted me when I told her I loved her? And then you went and followed that up after she attempted suicide. I'm sorry, Erican. I look away from Monica for a moment, trying to process my thoughts. Jeez. I mean, yeah, that does hurt to hear. But I find it difficult to believe you did that to willingly hurt her. It's kind of aggravating that you did these things to her, to be honest with you. But no, you couldn't have been the reason Sayori had her doubts. Her depression really twisted things up. What you said wasn't right, but I don't think I should blame you for Sayori's doubts. And Sayori forgives you. So I can't really say anything else here. I'm also guilty of saying things that probably weren't the greatest things to say in hindsight. But I also feel responsible for what happened. I never once considered that my words could have hurt her to the point of... Monica! Huh? There are so many factors that could have caused this. None of it is your fault. None of us could have known. It's that simple. I doubted myself and my own actions for a long time too. Hell, I still do. But at the end of the day, she's still here with us. And like I said, she forgives you, because she wants nothing more than to see her best friend happy. Does she? Absolutely. While you were sleeping, all she talked about was you. In these last few months, she was always worrying about you, wondering if anything was wrong, always making sure you were okay, even from the sidelines. It's hard to remember the night she nearly died. I only remember a really heavy sinking feeling. But I didn't do... Hey, it's okay. I understand how you're feeling. I sometimes think about what could have happened if I didn't wake up that night. But I've learned it's not worth thinking about what could have been. It's better to focus on the present. And like I said before, you two have a lot to work through. But I fully believe you guys can become great friends again. Just like you believed in us. I'm glad you think so. It feels really nice to hear that. And how are you and Sayuri? I know you told me about your date with her the other week. Did you have any more? Yeah, after a picnic. I took her out to the beach. Ooh, how romantic. Did you guys kiss yet? Hey, isn't that a bit personal? Sorry. I can't help but be a little curious. Well, if you must know, not yet. We've gotten close, but we haven't felt ready for it. That's adorable. You'll both know when you're ready for it. Maybe it would be better if Sayuri was the one to initiate it? Alright, which one of you two were talking about me while I was gone? Guilty as charged. You must now take responsibility by changing into my mom's clothes. Sayuri has Monica a green hoodie and a pair of pants to change into. Thank you, Sayuri. I'll be right back. A green outfit. A perfect fit for our president, huh? Yep, it's a favorite color after all. By the way, Monica told me about what she told you. I'm sorry you had to go through all that. You didn't get mad at her, did you? Well, I did get somewhat annoyed, but it seems kind of silly to get mad on your behalf over something you've forgiven her for. I can also see why this absolutely breaks her trust. Well, that and a few other things. But you don't need to hear those. I think Monica has been having an identity crisis. As you already know, she's a super perfectionist. Maybe back then she thought she was supposed to be doing things a certain way. Until she realized she was doing them wrong. Yeah, that makes sense. But we're here for her. And even if it is a bit upsetting that she told you those things, I think a girl shows just how sorry she truly is. I think so too. Oh, sorry, my bad. Nice clothes. I'm trying to currently see why this wave is bothering me so much. I think I just can't see why there would be another wave in there, but clothing lies weird sometimes. Alright, I'm ready to eat. I'm starving. I ate up some of the mac and cheese for you. Don't you worry one bit. Sayuri rushes over to her kitchen and begins to warm up the food from earlier. Sayuri, you really are a wonderful friend. Transition!